Hello there, folks. You know, I'm decided to stop being angry. I don't get angry much. I thought it might be useful, but I don't see any necessity for it. I don't want to get angry at myself either. You know, the world is a good place and there's a lot of good people and stuff. But it does get, it gets hard. And some people have got it hard. And it's easy to say blah 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 and all that lot. I think to myself, a good life is where there's good people, That's how it's always kind of been for me, really. I mean, I'm not saying I'm good, but I try, No, I'm not out to harm. I just want to get along and that, and it seems like, a lot of the people I know kind of like, I don't know if they like the way things are, but, I don't know if they're really trying to change it or whether they're kind of happy just going along with what the government says and stuff. I mean, I used to blame the government because I used to think that, they were the ones who were doing it. But then I kind of realised, you go through life and life is unfair. It shouldn't be, Like if you knew that then, when you're a kid and you say, oh, it's not fair, they say, life's not fair. And then you think, well, yeah, that's not a good argument. But I actually think, really, there's a big difference between fair and foul. I don't like to spend my time with people who are not fair. If I play a game, it's kind of boring if it's not fair. It's just boring. It's just boring. It's just, anyone can be unfair and win. It's just not. But you don't win in the long run. You just lose it and ruin it for everybody, really. So it might at the time seem like fun and stuff, but if you open your eyes wide enough and listen and just watch a little bit of what's going on around you with other people, with other things, with life, then you realise that it's quite brittle, really. It can damage it quite hard. I mean, me, I don't know. I don't know how I come across. I'm fairly tall, stand up for myself, got a beard. I guess I can look pretty menacing, but and I can take a lot of shit. I've climbed mountains, I've been down holes, I've been into the fire, I've walked over hot coals, I can take my fair share of rock and roll. But I tell you what, sometimes I just go off into the woods and sit on my own and shed a few tears, really. Sometimes I just want to go home. Sometimes I feel like this planet don't want me here, I feel like it's like kind of pushing me away. It's like, where are you? What are you doing? Why are you doing that? If you can't prove you're innocent, you need to blame. I don't know, that's probably just my hello, mate. This is my little mate there. Look, show yourself there, like that. Little mate there, look that. You won't. Come on, that's it, sniff the camera there. That's it, show him up. There you go. Yeah, I love animals, you know, they're just so honest. No, stop nicking the bread. So yeah. No, I don't mind when he walks around in front of the screen and stuff. If you don't. You know, I don't know. Everything sort of wears me down. I don't know why, you know. When I wake up in the morning, you know, why is morning called morning? Why does funeral start with F-U-N? Why does tomorrow rhyme with sorrow? You know, I don't know. I don't want to like my eyebrows going down. I'm okay, you know. I play guitar, write poems. I like to walk through the woods. I can get along with anybody really. I can talk to anybody. I like time on my own, so you know I can go and talk to anybody about anything, and I am genuinely interested. You know, even in the most absurd things that I've never known about. But on the whole, if it's not going right, you know, if the whole system's like kind of not working for you, for me, for anybody else, then we should maybe do something about it. But the thing is, I've said, you know, do you think there's maybe a little bit of a problem with our system? You know, do you think maybe me and you and some others need to stand up and kind of take responsibility? And I'm not talking about going to the streets and shouting through megaphones and protesting and stuff, although megaphones are good. But I mean, just acting responsibly. I don't know if I even know what that means anymore, because I mean, we're just out of practice. I mean, the other thing as well is like, you can only do so much where you live, I guess. I don't know, I mean, I could sign petitions and stuff like that, I don't know. Maybe you've got some ideas. There's millions of ideas floating around on the internet how we can save the world and everything else. But like I say, I don't think it's my part to really, you know, expect others to change. You know, if everybody likes the system, you know, say if it is, for example, there's all this talk about 2112, it's 2012, and all this like, you know, end of the world and all that. I mean, I know that's not not true, and that. But the thing is maybe it's like maybe it's more exciting than the truth, you know. So if you watch the mainstream media, you know, it's not the truth, and something else might happen tomorrow. You know, meteor might land on your head, and you know the entire world's wiped out. But it doesn't matter, because you believed in, you know, or we all, you know, or they or me or whoever believed in the mainstream lies. Media, I don't want to call them lies, because I don't know if they're a lie or not, you know. I think there's a lot of lies, but say, okay, you believe in all of them things that are shown, all of those reports, things that one person's passed to another, and they think because it's passed to me, I don't have to worry about the validity of truth behind it, because I'm not responsible for the truth, I'm just responsible for passing it on. So you've got 7 million people passing something on, and one person taking responsibility for the initial lie, you know. But at the end of the day, so the media goes out there and we all get to watch it, you know, okay, end of the world and that, and say then 2012 comes and it isn't the end of the world, and everybody's like, hey, you know, it's just like interactive television, you know. You know, you watch a soap opera and that, you know, everything that goes on in the soap opera doesn't go on in life. And everything that goes on in life doesn't go on in the soap opera. But yeah, I mean, there are certain little things that like cut from one to the other, you know, certain product placement or certain important events and correlations. But at the end of the day, the point I'm trying to make out is, if you all want to follow the theatre version, if you like, I'm just defining it that for now, you know. If you want to follow that theatre thing and trust the government and vote and all of these things, you know, and gamble and drink and you know, get involved in money things and all this, like, you know, all this madness that a lot of us are kind of realizing is not doing us good. You know, you can't eat money, and you know, the stress is actually more, the stress of actually coming up with the money to pay your health insurance is doing your health more bad than just not paying it. And administration, you know, as soon as you're in any kind of dispute, it's like you against the entire apparatus, the entire machine, central services, and it knows in advance what it's going to get you on because it was the one who made the one-sided contract with you. But the thing is, if you get an house and you get a good job and all that lot, and it all works really fine, maybe. I don't know. I mean, the unknown's always unknown, so you couldn't guarantee being kind of like a nature-free person and having it easy. No way. You know, there is no, in my opinion anyway, there is no certainty. You know, there's always going to be the unknown. So nobody on this planet can guarantee you certainty. You know, security it has a different concept. Means something else. I don't know, I'm just waffling on, but I guess it does me good to talk. I don't know, maybe I'm not down, or you know, it just sometimes gets a little bit tiring when you're thinking to yourself, you know, do the people want the system or not? You know, should I tell them? Because everybody up to, well, not everybody, but a lot of people up to now, when I've sort of said to them, you know, there's this and that and the other, and I've seen this video, and I think maybe we should sort of start being responsible for ourselves and not sort of pointing the finger at the government, and you know, just stand up and get on with making things the way we want them to be, but not just. It's not just a want, it's not just a passion, it's actually just, it's getting back to the natural roots and stuff. Waffling again. And I think a lot of you know what I mean. If a lot of you think you know what I mean. And I think you also know that you don't quite know, because I don't know. There's loads of great people, you know, and I've put up a couple of videos before, you know, some fun, some music. Sometimes I feel like only putting up videos about saying, wake up, wake up, wake up, wake up, wake up now. Or grow up, maybe, you know. But I'm my own worst enemy, and until I get it right, I don't feel I'm really bona fide to actually tell anybody what to do. But maybe it is a duty to kind of like shed some light on certain things. And I don't mean blame, you know, there's no point, there's no need to blame, you know, we shouldn't really be looking too much at the problems, we should be looking at solutions, really. You know, if we've seen a problem, then if we've found the problem, we shouldn't need to, like, you know, we shouldn't need to try and look at the solution, innit? I don't know. I should ignore me. Yeah. Don't know. Maybe you can leave a comment or something to cheer me up. This always cheers me up though. Bye for now.